Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild and today we have two tasks, kind of. I'm preparing the machine that will hopefully climb up to space at one point. I will have to see. I need to kind of figure out when to stop that thing. But you can see that I have prepared basically pistons and then a set of conveyors, and this, the start of the pillar up to space. I will make that thing out of heavy armor to hopefully don't know, so it hopefully doesn't break when it is don't know, when something flies into it or something like that. I might make it at least three-sided, so maybe put a line back here too, and maybe some light armor blocks to stabilize it. The thing is, that will cost me dearly, and I will have to do flights and flights and flights for that stuff. I have done something like this, but not with... Yeah, it is self-building. The thing on Mars is a bit easier. I have basically made a surface planer that just grabs the eyes of the pole on Mars, but this will be a bit more difficult. So we need to put the welder on. I will use a modded welder here to kind of save up on the amount of welders I need, because the twin welder mod has a greater reach, and I should be able to get along with just one welder, and it should be faster, so that when this thing climbs, it is able to hopefully weld this up as fast as I need it. Otherwise, I will have to make this climber really slow, and I will put in a stop because I will have to ferry materials down to the surface. First, I need to figure out how to set up the way it is climbing, basically. So I will have to later prepare a loose kind of a loose rail that it can climb up somewhere on the ground here. Hopefully that is possible, so that I can make a projection of it, and then maybe make it in a way where, again, I can use projectors to project the whole thing up and up and up, and then just continue this cycle forever, basically. We'll have to see how that works out. Good. The distances for the merge blocks are needed, so I will have to see if that works here. This is maybe a bit too much. I will have to go down with this, and I think it is the same up here. Yes, that could hopefully be fixed by just shortening this pole by maybe a few centimeters. Let us see if that is enough. So the maximum distance is maybe 9 point... caps lock on 9.8. Let us go with that. Reverse it. Reverse again. That was maybe a bit too much. So 9.85. if that is possible. That should be perfect. Okay. How is it up here? That should be perfect too. Let us see. Oh no, that is not perfect. So let us go here too, to the same length. The thing is that pistons are not perfectly this 10 meters basically. They are perfectly, but they start out a bit longer because of the piston head sticking out a bit further. Okay, that's perfect. So that will be the setting for the climber, and then we will put one of the welders, the twin welders, on top. And hopefully that thing has enough reach to just weld up whatever comes. Good. I want to have it on top so that it basically is the first thing that reaches into the projection that will later be set up. Okay, but the next thing I need to do is... Oh no, why? Let us reverse this. And then just place it. So there and there. Because we need to anchor it so that we can basically set up the next part of the journey. So this will move in steps basically. So first this thing anchors, then it pushes, both pistons get pushed out, then it anchors on top. The rest of the pistons down there are pulled in, and then the same thing starts again. That's how that hopefully will work. The middle part basically is just I think you could do this without the middle part here, but I want to be safe here. That's the main reason for having this thing, to have another anchor point basically. Okay, that's snapped. Suit energy is low. I'm making the whole platform bigger, so I'm starting to... I need a medical bay here. Do I have the parts for that? I maybe can improvise one in the middle there, so that would be easier than to just do it with... Oh, don't hop, please. So... Put a corner down. Med bay. So the next thing we need to do, and again the problem or the thing with this climber will take more fiddling, so I will do a bit more of that later. But the next thing we need to do is set up the first ice miners, I say, because we need to... oh yeah, I got a comment about this thing. The power units sadly don't work. We could go with yield and speed. That's at least what was said. But again, I would like to go... It's so sad that the power thing does it work, because now we have to set up another wind turbine there because these things eat power, and that's not nice. So I took a look at the mod, and we need to space these things apart. The mod is not very specific with how much, but we need to space them apart. So that's what we will do. 9, go for the hot pink. We remove that thing. And then we... Come on, bring that in. And then we space them, yeah, left and right, I would say. So let us put a conveyor down, or a conveyor junction. We need to change the color. And then we go, I don't know, 5 blocks? 3, 4, 5. And maybe 3, 4, 5. And then we just test it. Maybe it tells us if it is too close. I saw on Corvus people build them right next to each other. I think that might be possible. Maybe the whole thing is not that problematic that you... now I have the problem that this thing wants to be... okay. Yeah, that will be a bit of a problem. The thing is kind of off-center, so you have to place it that way. So place some blocks and then place the whole thing. So we will test it with 2 for now and just see if that works. I don't know if it can hover. So maybe let us go down. Still keep the 5 blocks apart, but we will step down here. Okay. 4. We will try to please the crowd that is always up when it comes to placing a lot of conveyors or conveyor junctions. Problem. There's still, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. There is still this whole... I don't know if it's not really a debate, but yeah, people are making tests if conveyor junctions are really a problem. I don't know. I never really noticed them as too much of a problem when it comes to sim speed or something like that. Again, there is far greater problems here. I think they might be problematic on servers. So okay, we can see on the... okay, see, it's turned off. Let us turn that thing on and see if it works. Okay, it is working. Let us get away from here a bit. That might be very, very loud. Is it? I can't hear that. I'm sorry if I'm let me I will for this I will completely turn down the sound. Yeah, you will have to enjoy my voice for a bit because I don't want to murder your ears with crazy noises. Okay, that doesn't seem to work, but that could be a power issue. That could be a power issue. Let us do something about the G wind. I hope I have enough materials for that. So we can use the vertical wind turbine. We will use the stackable one. So this part. Oh, come on. Need to get up there. Grab that stuff. And then... Oh, come on. Grab it, please. Grab the things. Thank you. 8. I at least want to see if that works. Let me finish this thing and then we will come back with hopefully 2 well-functioning things. Maybe it tells me if it's too close to another thing. If it doesn't, I don't know how to compare the numbers, so it might not really matter for this thing because if ice comes in, so we might not really want that, but I want to give them the chance to work perfectly. Okay, we what are we missing? Power cells again? Girders, power cells, that could be our downfall. No, we have power cells and we have girders, so we should have everything for that thing. Let us... Superconductors, 350? Do we have them? We have them. Okay, I will come back when this thing runs and we hopefully get power. The turbine is working and it is not a power issue. So let us remove that thing. The thing is, these things need to be in voxel. That's at least what the description says. So we need to kind of take a look if we can put it a bit into the ground. We might have to dig a bit. The big problem right now is, can we still place it? I kind of want to go with a junction here because next to a junction we can definitely immediately place a block that we need, and we maybe should continue that down the line. Static, advanced static drill is the right thing. Now we can remove this. And hopefully now this works. Otherwise, that might be the sign for I will not work so close to the other one. This one is still working. And you can do that too, please. It works. Nice. there is this, yeah, this thing on the side. It tells you what might be the problem, and this seems to be then working conditions. So do we still get power? This is fully recharged in a bit, and we are getting 3 point. That is roughly enough. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. I took a look at the wrong numbers. 5.27 plus 4. So 1.2. 6.4 would be roughly enough for 3. So yeah, this is crazy. We might have to go a bit further with the power. So maybe an offshoot of this thing and put some more wind turbines down the line so that we can power the whole thing. I don't want to go with solar here. If we have wind, let us use wind, or we use the bigger turbines. The thing is, I have to admit that these ones, the big really wind turbine-like things, they produce 25 megawatts. That's a neat thing. I don't like them. They don't look science fiction-y. I want them science fiction-y. I could use these. These are 10 megawatt vertical wind turbines. The thing is, can I stack them? Let me just place one for science. I might remove this later. Again. Let us go out a bit. And then have one of these guys placed. If I can place it without... Can I? They are not stackable. These ones are not stackable. That... Give me a sec. Maybe there's another one? No, 10 megawatt vertical. These are not stackable. So maybe they are meant for sideways use. So if we go and pull the pillar up. Not a pillar. Column? No. Oh, it's column. Good. Then let us 1, 9, and then 3, 7. Maybe we do it this way. 8. Then just... How? Maybe just do it this way. Do they need crazy materials? They need crazy materials, so I will have to grab that, but maybe that's the idea of this. Let me make... We will... come on, we will just go from here, anchor it in the ground, and do, I don't know, maybe we connect it somewhat nice to this part of the base. That would mean 20. But the problem is now I have these... Okay, let me take a look at something. So these use... Okay, we'll go power cells 700. And these are 500. So the big thing is that these use less than double. No, 500. Okay, it's not bad on the power cell side. Everything else is... No, it's not. These give you more bang for the buck than these do. So they are a bit cheaper. So I might stack some of them up and use them. I will have to bring in materials. I will let these two run. So I need the materials for these things. I need to bring them in. And I need to bring in the materials for this stuff. Is there anything complicated in here? No, not really. So I will have to make cargo runs anyway. I placed cargo containers for the main thing. Here. Oh. Turn on the dampeners. I placed cargo containers for the main thing. I will offload what I have right now and then just come back with the needed materials and then do some runs up and down just so that I don't know, that I can bring in everything. What I could do, I might try that. I might try if it's possible to set up a built-in repair system in that direction. Maybe not a permanent one, but a few conveyors just over there with a built-in repair system. Or I could see if I can... How much... I know that the built-in repair systems don't have the craziest reach. So let us just take a look at how much reach they have. Built-in repair, offset, horizontal offset. It's just 150 meters, so that will not really help. I could build a built-in repair system over there and then just move the cone roughly over this, and then hopefully I can automate some stuff, and maybe I don't have to bring the stuff in with the... So what I did just now is fly the ship over here, build these things. It would be easier to have a built-in repair system so that I can just land, offload, start again, and hopefully have that built in the meantime. Maybe I have the materials for that. So let me try to do this, then I come back to you. Okay, it is not beautiful, but it works. So just a long conveyor line. I will later remove this once I am kind of done. I have a few meters now that I can cover with this. So this is... I did 5 to go away from the middle. So 10, 11... 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13. Conveyor block or conveyor junction, and then we will put in the next 2 of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we will go with a... Maybe that is enough. I think the whole thing also goes down a bit, so this might already work. I will continue the whole snake thing up. I will continue that thing over the next days for the next video. It will take more greebling, so I think we will first do a bit more here and then go on to do that thing. I know I promised something else, but I'm work right now. Good. Next thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's bad. Maybe we can go up here. So we just use curve. Place the conveyor, and now let's hope this is enough. It should be in the ground. So again, it needs to be in the voxel, the whole thing. Some people asked for this mod. It is the resource nodes mod. And again, these things need to be kind of in the voxel to be able to mine. I don't know why it is just that way. So let's see when it starts to build this thing, but there might be things in here that I don't have anymore. Steel plates I should have. So let us see what it finishes first. Are these two working with a perfect advanced static drill and then 10 megawatts? Optimal, so that is working. We can keep using that even if they run. It's a bit, they clip into each other and they clip through the, can I live with it? I can't live with this. So I need to go a few blocks more out. So let us, I know I just finished it. This doesn't work out for me. And now we also remove this. The build repair one. It's just done with it. And now I'm removing it. Maybe not the best thing to do. Good people, I will do a bit more work. I have a bit more time to record tomorrow. So maybe I can show off some things. Otherwise, I will come back in a second and we'll end the video. But maybe I have something more for you. Okay, I said I would come back for a bit just to close this off, but now I have to go into it a bit more. We have to change up the whole thing here. My idea was kinda wrong, and I think I realized that already while building the Mars thing, because the Mars thing doesn't use merge blocks. Merge blocks are a problem with this, because if you lock the whole thing to a static structure, it will get made into a static structure, and then with the unsupported stations that I use, and again, it's a setting problem. Other people don't use that setting, and then it is unproblematic. I run into the problem that the whole thing stays a station or a static object, then it doesn't move. So in the Mars ice plane thing, a surface planer basically, I use rotors, and I will do that here too. So the rotors, just keep it as a subgrid. It is still movable then. It will not be fixed, and the only thing I have to do, and I don't know, I'm not sure if that is always this thing. If you have a new rotor, now stuff is marked out, kind of. I always struggled with that. If you put down a new rotor that is set to 0, it has the rotor part attached, this stripe is always on the 0, and now I can just place the heads, turn the stripe that's on there up, and then it points in the right direction, and I don't have any problems with the whole thing just borking out because it tries to put the rotor in a position where it doesn't want to be. So the next plan for me is to build one of these things kind of out with a projector, and then just make it, don't know, a few stations long, and then have that thing basically test drive up there. I will manually do it, and then later we can go and put some timer blocks on and have that thing just walk up there. It is mainly a problem that I kind of need to put in fail-safes so that this thing doesn't try to lock to a rotor that isn't there. That will be the main problem that I have to solve. I think I can do this with sensors. I hope, at least. Maybe I have to bring up the welder a bit. This thing should have enough reach. With normal welders, I would have to get far closer to the whole thing. I could also use, don't know, a built-in repair system. That would work too. It would maybe be faster even, but I want to try it with the welder. So the welder will move into the part that is then projected, and then just while moving past it will hopefully be fast enough to weld it up. And then again, I can try to automate this, hopefully. It doesn't need to be totally fast, but it would be nice to not have to do this completely by hand. We will see if that works out. If that thing crashes down here, I might have to put up a protective sheet or something like that. I have to see that it needs to be so secure that one of these rotors is at least always attached. I could do a middle one. It is now set up so that I could have this middle section also with a rotor, so that I maybe have a bit more of a fail-safe in there, so that it is basically the whole thing pushes out, then it connects up top, the bottom one disconnects, or this one connects, bottom one disconnects, it pulls in, this part disconnects, it pulls in, bottom one connects, something like that, so that there is kind of at least a bit of a fail-safe. That would be my idea for that, and I will maybe try to do that with a small grid, some small grid timers. Maybe add another rotor somewhere here that has the small grid timers on there, so that we can move the whole stuff and don't have a massive block of timers on there. That could be interesting. So I worked more on the landing platform that will get heavy use, and then we have this stuff running. It is pretty neat. I need to put down more harvesters or static drills, that at least. I've also put in a return, basically. Okay, what is missing here? Small steel tubes. Good, I need to bring in stuff anyways. So this thing prevents the whole thing line from pushing ice up to the ship, or at least the ice that there is right now, ice somewhere in one of the connectors. So I'll just grab that. I could. I thought about this. Ugh. I thought about this. Nah. Because I have the connectors here, I can just grab that and then put that into one of the cargo containers here. So I kind of have a failsafe in there that prevents ice from going up to the station. Again, I just want to have hydrogen up there. What else? Maybe of these. Just to. I don't need so many. I don't need so many construction components. Good. That will be the main thing for the next time. So basically, set up a blueprintable version of the whole thing. So that means that I basically put down blocks, and then put a projector into this so that it basically always projects onto itself. So the projector gets done, next part is projected, and then so on and so on. Just to be able to go up. I might try to think about how many sections I would need to get up there. Again, it could be something that brings the world to its knees. That's why I'm doing it here on a moon and not somewhere on a planet, because yeah, a planetary thing would be a 40-kilometer line. It's just 3 with, yeah, hopefully. So it might end up, this whole thing might end up not having as much blocks as, for example, the big ship has. And that might make me confident that it is handleable. We will see. And then we need to bring a small docking station up top with tanks, and then have, yeah, that as a way to fill up this ship with hydrogen. We might then take out one of the other ships and go to, don't know, Earth or to another planet and leave that thing behind, because again, this thing will get more tanks, and it already has a ton of tanks that all need to be filled up. That might take a while. So we'll see how that works. Now I will do more flights, bring materials down here, and then we will build this thing. I will try to make it before next time. Okay, good people. Thanks for watching, I say. Hope you liked this episode. If you did, then please leave a like on the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. See ya, guys.